And so I get the dog. It comes with chili, onions, and cheese.
Mm.
And let me just tell you, I was so disappointed. The bread was like flopping around. I mean, when I found the hot dog underneath the chili and stuff like that, oh my God, stop.
This is the immature podcast. We just flopping around.
I was like, wait, what? What? Okay, all right.
The Max Allotment Podcast.
Oh, episode 98 of the Max Allotment Podcast has started. With me is my guy.
Salute to Bruce.
And then I'm here.
Show on the Max Allotment Podcast.
And then Kream's here.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, man. How you guys doing? Hold on. Kream's applause takes forever.
She gets a standing ovation and shit.
Yeah, man. She's
Come out, tip your hat,
longer.
do your thing. I mean, yo, I am not gonna lie. I'm tired, man. I'm tired.
Are we starting this way already?
Yes, we are.
Are we starting?
Yes, we are. I'm gonna go first, man. I'm tired. I'm good, but I'm tired.
Oh, is that what you were doing? You just jump right into the how's everyone doing?
That's it, man. You said how you doing? I'm gonna go right in, man. I'm tired. I ain't gonna lie. For all you parents out there that are running around doing all kinds of shit, because school's in full swing and you got activities and all kinds of stuff going on.
Oh, summer's really over.
Oh, summer's been over, dog. Summer's been over.
I'll take my hat off to those parents, because like my cousin, she's one of those parents where she has 4 girls. One's in gymnastics, one's in karate, one's in volleyball. I'm missing one. Sorry, 3 girls. And they all have other shit going on too. So as they get older, obviously they become a little more self-dependent. Like they can, hey, take the bus or whatever the fuck it is. And so, but like, she still has a lot of running around. I'm like, hey, what you doing? She got a drink. She's like, I'm stuck volleyball all day today. And I'm like, God damn.
Yo,
literally,
it's a second job.
Yeah.
It literally is, man.
So it's not even being a parent anymore.
Yeah.
Now you're just it's a whole nother.
Yeah, man. I mean, because you know what I'm saying. You don't want to like disappoint your kids. Like they're into it. They're enjoying that activity. Or in some cases, they're like half in, half out, and you're like, motherfucker, you going? I'm paying for this.
I paid $700 for those uniform, the gear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And but you know how kids are. So week 1 they want to quit, or after they're in it for 7-8 months and they want to quit, like take a week off, but you're like, nah, you already invested all this time, so it's either. I mean, I get it. You want to take a little break, but you're right back in this. You ain't dropping out. Nope.
So
unless you completely hate it.
You need your kids in activities, so you have to kind of do this unless you want your kids to just learn how to be at home and that's it. You have to put your kids in different things so they experience like the world.
Exactly.
So, but anyways, that's another topic.
It is, right?
That's an episode all by itself.
That's a whole.
I don't think it's been a minute since I heard Crenly so passionate about something, and it comes out to be this.
Yo,
like,
I no time to myself. Like I look forward to Wednesdays, because Wednesdays I got nothing. Wednesdays is like I got nothing. I ain't gotta go to karate or gymnastics and work. I'm done. I'm like, cool. Now is my bourbon time. Wednesday nights. Every other night.
He's like, I don't know you guys. You guys don't exist to me. Go away.
It's like not today. Not today.
Oh man, Kream, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm glad my daughter's old and grown. I don't have to worry those problems anymore. No back to school, nothing. Bitch, you gotta go to work every day. 365 days. That's it. And you gotta make it the right way. Because
yes,
you almost made me spit up my beer all over the fucking screen. You gotta go to work.
Figure it out.
That's up. Gotta go to work.
Yep.
I'm not dropping you off. Unless it's an emergency, I am not dropping you off. I'm not picking you up. You can figure it out. Like, bye. Love you.
These bills don't pay themselves.
Welcome to life.
Hey, that's it.
It gets better, Crenly. It gets better, Crenly. Okay, don't worry. Take a deep breath. It will get better.
I did one of the biggest. So when I first moved to Florida, I lived in Coral Springs, and Coral Springs, for those who don't know, is the furthest west or west that you can get from Fort Lauderdale. So it's kind of like not the boons, but it's the edge, right? So to go,
Coral Springs is a nice area, though.
I love Coral Springs. It's beautiful.
Coral Springs is a nice area.
So I was living there with my aunt, and the job that I got was I don't know what town it's in. I forget. Not far from Pompano, but it's like a 2-hour bus ride from Coral Springs to Pompano area.
Jeez.
And yeah, I'm like, hey, money ain't gonna make itself. You know what I mean? I gotta make money. You know, these guys ain't taking. You know, they're not gonna hold me down. So yeah, did that
2 hours each way.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Did that for about I would say maybe 3 months roughly until I got a car. Then I got a car. Obviously, it became easier. Actually, once I got a car, I quit. Because I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I was like, you know what? That was one of the few jobs that I actually just abandoned. Like literally, not even a few jobs. That was the only job that I just abandoned. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not working anymore. And I was really good at what I did, which is why I stayed there for so long. I mean, for 3 months. I was really good at it.
For 3 months?
Yeah. Yo, 3 months when you're fucking 18, 19 years old is a lifetime, bro.
Okay, that's a long time. Yeah.
All right. I'll give you
that shit was forever, man.
I'll give you that.
I did so much time. But
I'll give you that.
So it's crazy is I quit that place, and as I left, I went to another place that I wanted to work at and I was interested in, and I applied there, and I started the week after that.
Okay.
Because I was like, I think it's sometimes you want, when you're young, you want to pursue a certain goal or career or whatever it is, and this company, the other company, would help me get closer to where I wanted to be, and honestly, it helped me out a lot. So it was a good life decision, life choice.
Yep. Like in my case, when I left Old Navy, it was on some bullshit like, hey, I need this day off, and they're like, no. I was like, all right, quit. Just like that.
Oh man.
But I was young and irresponsible.
Speaking of young and irresponsible, let's get into these beers.
Let's get into these beers.
Right.
Cream.
I love it.
I don't know that.
Hey,
it didn't connect. I don't know how I did it. It just did. Cream.
Nobody noticed it.
Right. Speaking of wars in Asia, what kind of beer do you have?
I'm curious about this. Go ahead.
Wait. Okay. So my beer is called Hey Yo.
Hey Yo.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's cool. Can art.
I like it.
And I bought it only for the art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like pop art, like that superhero art. And I was like, I gotta try that. It's an IPA. It comes from King Fox Brewery.
Who?
It's an independent craft certified brewers association, okay? And it's an Indian Pale Ale, Asaka, and Idaho gem hop.
Okay.
Those are supposed to be the flavors, okay? So
Hopewell, right? You said Hopewell?
Hopewell?
Wait, huh?
The name of the brewery is Hopewell, right?
King Fox Brewery.
Oh, hell no.
King Fox.
My bad. Go ahead.
Okay. So I bought it because of the art. It's beautiful. It caught my attention. Hey, yo, what's up? 7.4 ABV. I said, okay, it's a nice little strength right there, It's an IPA. I love my IPAs. But man, I should have known that when I saw that King Fox Brewery is in Hialeah, Florida, I should have known.
Wow.
I should have known. I'm so sorry for my Hialeah people. I love some of y'all. But if you know me, you know.
So wait, help us understand the Hialeah joke. She took off her glasses, by the way. That's how serious it got. She took off her glasses. It's like, listen.
My glasses.
Let me tell you, motherfucker.
Hialeah is in Miami-Dade County, and it's a city in Miami-Dade County, and it's mostly Cuban people and Cubans, and it's
More
just
Cubans.
so it's known for being a lot of like, you know, there's like chisme, like just more like Cuban, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just like a certain thing. If you know, you know, you know.
Okay,
And it's like, you don't want to go live. It's always a joke, like for locals, like, you don't want, oh, you live in Hialeah, oh God, you know, it's like, it's one of those things. It's like, people look down on you or something if you're from Hialeah. Don't get me wrong, I love my Hialeah people. I'm Cuban, so I could talk that shit, you know, but, yeah, I should have known though. I didn't know about the brewery in Hialeah, and I'm so sorry if you guys can invite me out and try other beers. I'm more than happy to go over there. King Brewery, my apologies, but I am not feeling this hate, yo. It's more like, no, yo, I'm so sorry. Us, like,
What's the score? What's the score?
Oh my God.
Now I'm just curious.
Oh my God.
I want to jump ahead.
it has a very specific flavor. I'm sure maybe some people like this. It's probably one of the hops that they're using, or the Asaca. I'm not sure. I am not sure, but it's very, I wouldn't say bitter, but it has a very like heavy aftertaste.
Is there? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Is there a can date at the bottom of the can?
Can date? No. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Some technical difficulties.
Like
Hold on,
2 years,
put this
2
out
years
there.
later.
I don't see a date.
No. Okay.
I don't see.
Cause-
on top.
Mhm.
Oh no. Okay, no, I know. I remember you telling us that in one of the episodes, right? That
Yeah.
it was old.
But it could. The
but
thing is,
this
it could be
doesn't have
it could be the store. You bought it from the store, right? I'm assuming.
From the craft beer store, yeah.
So the store. Not that I'm blaming, and I'm not saying this is it. Sometimes stores don't take old beers off the shelves, so like they'll just leave it on there or mix it in with other ones, and then sell it to avoid losing the money. So that's why. I'm not saying this is what happened here, but I'm just making sure, like, you know, sometimes, you know, I made mistakes and didn't check the fucking can date, and I get home and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it's like, but
Yeah.
Oh, I look. Yeah, 7.4. So it says, next up in our line of Hey Yo beers, we charge this IPA up with a huge dose of hops, mash hopped with Chinook, and brewed dried hopped with Asaca and Idaho Gem. This beer has an assertive bitterness that finishes with a delicious malt profile, fruity and dank, straddling the line between hazy and West Coast IPA.
I can see that. That's. I mean, so the beer was made to be what it is described to be. You just didn't like what it was.
That's exactly what it is, and I didn't know that. Right? That was a perfect description of what I taste in my mouth.
She's like, oh my God! It's like you're in my head. How'd you know?
It's literally not just that.
So let me ask you
sorry,
this.
Brewery. I'm so sorry. It was meant to be, but you know, my palate was not feeling it. I'm not feeling it, so I apologize. But yeah, out of
the description.
5.0,
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, out of 5.0, I'm going to give it a 3.
Okay, it's not bad.
That's not bad.
Okay.
I thought.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna go much lower than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I give it a 3 because now that I know it's supposed to taste like that, okay, at least I made it taste how it's supposed to be, right? You know?
Well, that's what I was gonna ask you. I was gonna ask you, like, now that I read you the description, does that change your mind, or does it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
they did.
Wait,
good
what
with
was your score
describing it.
before?
They really did.
3.
They did very well. That packaging or that description is not a false advertisement. It tasted just like everything they said. A bunch of hops and oh god, no, with a bitter taste. Yeah. It was that.
So what score? What score were you gonna give it before I read you the description?
Maybe like 2.5 or 2.75. So I bumped it up a little.
Okay.
Yeah,
You gave them love because they weren't wrong.
Yeah. I want to finish already. I did a refill because it is a big
And I enjoyed
can.
it.
So yeah.
Good. What are you drinking?
Man, so I was in East Texas for work a couple weeks ago, or like 2 weeks ago, and this is the second time that I went to this brewery. Right, first time I went, it's a small town, right? small brewery. I went like on a Tuesday.
Okay.
Maybe like 4 people there, but the bartenders behind the people that work there, extremely nice, right?
Nice.
I don't think I had this one when I was there.
Okay.
So I reached out to them like, hey, I'm gonna be back out there. What's up? And they're like, yeah, come over. So I had this beer again, and I brought it home.
Landman.
Landman, Texas Brown Ale.
Okay.
Okay.
So in addition to the people there being so nice, this is amazing.
That color is really beautiful. For a brown
This-
ale, that's a
Oh, man.
beautiful color.
So I'm looking at the screen and it looks way more, way different, way darker on the
Yeah.
screen, right? As I'm looking at it, yeah, it's got like this, but this is good.
It's almost like a stout.
is-
Like that's how it looks from here. Not as dark.
I'll
It's not as
trade you.
black.
So when I, crazy. Like when I hold it up to the light, it obviously you can see the brownness. So it's
Got it.
you can't necessarily you're not gonna see through it, but it's not like a stout, like it's just straight black. But this is good. It's like this maltiness with a hoppiness mix
Okay.
that is just, I don't want to say perfection because that's just too much, but this is damn
It
good.
works really well.
It is damn good. So I'm gonna give this beer
Wait.
Oh, my bad.
It's all right. He's 4. He said 4 people. He gave it a 4.
I give it a 4. This is good.
What's the
I give
ABV? I can't
The
remember if you said
ABV
it.
on this is
ABV.
Diablo, no way.
ABV.
6.9. 6.9.
6.9? That's impressive.
6.9. And this is from Oil Horse Brewing Company, Longview, Texas.
Okay. That's impressive. A 6.9 and it's that tasty. Like that's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
All right.
It's good. It's good. I wish I had brought more home, but I think I'm gonna go back in a few months. I'm gonna pick some more.
Okay.
It's that good. Yeah. Shout out to you guys, by the way.
All right.
Oil
So
Horse.
I'll wrap it up with my beer. I have a hazy IPA, 7.7% for my friends at Arrow Lodge
Hey, Arrow Lodge.
out of California. So I was in California about 2 weeks ago. I'll go into it in a minute. But this is Buggin' Out Hazy IPA, and Buggin' Out is giving me a lot of Tribe Called Quest vibes based on the fonts, as well as Buggin' Out is a line that they say. I think it's the name of the song.
Is that like a cassette tapes? Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
like a stack of cassette
Okay.
tapes. Yeah. It's good. I like it. It's got a nice color to it for a hazy. Easy drinking. Very simple. Damn. Now it's kind of like a grapefruit orange blend as far as taste. Sorry,
Okay.
I can't read. It says Eldorado, Idaho 7, and Motueka, I think. Sorry, it's dark in here, so I can't see shit. I can't see. Yeah, they're pretty good. No, wait. Yeah, this is fucking solid. Easy drinking, very low in bitterness. I fuck with this. Wow. I mean, not that I didn't expect anything less from Arrow Lodge.
We're drinking multiples a night.
Yeah, this is like a 3.75, a solid 3.75.
Okay. Nice.
It's not like
I'm jealous.
it's. Cream's like fuck y'all.
You guys and your 3.5s and 4.0 beers.
Oh, God.
I had to learn more about the beer to give it a higher rating. Man. But listen, it's shout out to Arrow Lodge. This is a really good beer. 3.75 mainly because it's the flavor is really good, but it's not to the point where it's like wowing me right now. Like it's just a really easy drinking, clean, hazy IPA. And by clean, I mean just like clean tasting, not clean like look and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is dope. So, I was in LA again 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, I'm still not impressed.
With LA?
I am not. If I go back to LA, here's the thing. If I go back to LA, the only thing I'm looking forward to when I go back there is the seafood. I had some seafood for one of my dinners. Holy shit, was that shit fucking amazing.
Wait, but is LA really known for their seafood? Or you just went to a restaurant that had good seafood?
No, they got piers and shit. So
people are healthy there. Yeah,
people are healthy there. Oh, you want to hear a story about that? Shit, real quick. So, in March, I went to LA and it was an early flight, like around 10 o'clock. And I said, well, from here to Phoenix to LA and then all that travel, I said, let me eat light. And then when I get to where I got to get to, I'll eat something good. So, halfway through the trip, I get a message saying, hey, Joe, we're going to provide lunch. Don't worry about it. I'm like, cool, because I'm starving. I haven't had almost nothing since the night before. Yeah. Fucking get to the place, and they're like, yeah, we're going to leave your bags here. We're going to walk to the restaurant and go get some food. I'm like, great. I'm starving. Bro, they take me to a fucking salad, some type of like, think of Chipotle, but with salad. And they fucking make whatever salad you want. And I'm looking at this place like, really? This is where you like? Not even somewhere has multiple options. Like somewhere where I can say, hey, maybe I want a salad, or maybe I want a burger, maybe I want pizza. I don't know, something like that. Fuck it. Now here I am starving. I'm trying to figure out ways to make this salad as heavy as possible. It's not working out. I'm like, throw on more chicken.
Was there any protein? Oh, okay. I
was like, and a little more chicken.
Yeah.
They're like, it's like 3 scoops already. I'm like, and this is all you gave me? The fuck?
Give me the whole thing.
At that point, I might buy 2 salads. No, but like, I fuck with LA. I mean, I drove around. This time I drove, by the way. So the last 2 times I flew. This time I drove from Phoenix to LA, which is a fun drive, by the way. It's fun till you get to LA. Not because I don't like LA, but because of the fucking traffic.
The traffic.
But yeah, no, it was interesting to drive around LA, and it's been a while for me. Like I drove in 2017 when I took my family out there, but like it's like like even finding beer. So I went to the craft beer store. I'm not gonna say who it is and leave it. It's, it's in LA.
Okay. Okay.
And I went there and they had a shit ton of beer, but the majority of it, I would say at least a third of it, maybe a little more than that. I know it's not majority, but it felt like, like there's not a lot, but it was a lot. A lot of the beer they had there wasn't from LA or California for that matter. Like they had other half, they had 450, they had RAR, they had like shit that I'm like, okay, this is dope, but where is the California beer? Like I'm in California, buy some beer, take it back to the hotel, get drunk and chill out. No. So I probably walked out with maybe out of like 6 cans, maybe 3 of them were California beers and breweries. And the reason why I say that is because they were breweries from California that I still get here in Phoenix. So I'm close enough that I still get a lot of California beers. So I was hoping to get some exclusive shits. Yeah. I was like, no, I've had Pure Project. I've had these people. I've had this. And it's nothing.
San Diego being right there, they didn't have like San Diego's breweries everywhere.
They had a great beer selection. Don't get me wrong. The beer selection was fucking great. Like if you just walk in just looking for something, you have plenty of options. But me, that I'm a bit of a beer snob, and I was in California. I was looking for California breweries. There's a lot of shit that I get out here. That's why I was like, fuck, dude. What do you I don't want to buy other half in fucking Cali at a Cali store. It doesn't feel right. I like other half. I just don't want to. I'm in Cali. I want to drink Cali beers. So
yeah, I'm with you.
What was I saying? Seafood. Seafood is fucking amazing. Listen, I had a shrimp lobster fettuccine. Oh my god. What a fried egg on top. I forgot to say. It had a fucking fried egg on top.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait. It was you said pasta with shrimp, lobster and then a fried egg on top?
Shrimp, lobster, fettuccine with a fried egg on top. Fucking amazing. I don't know where the fried egg came from. If it was some high shit and he just said, let me just throw this in here. Whoever the chef is, wow. Just a fried egg.
Like a carbonara
with an egg on top?
A fried egg. Bro, I was like, okay, I want to eat it. Plus, I got some oysters. Oh, the oysters are so good.
Wait.
I fucking
was
love
it
oysters.
completely fried or was it a little runny in the inside?
A little bit. It was like between over easy, and yeah, like it was like that perfect timing. So yeah, it wasn't too soft at the yolk, but it wasn't like super runny either.
Okay, yeah, it should be like I've had pasta like that before, where they put an egg, yeah, and then it kind of mixes with like the butters.
I don't know if it's normal or not. It's fucking amazing though.
It doesn't sound normal.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit's fucking. That needs to be the new wave now. Pasta with fried eggs.
I can't even find a fucking picture.
It's not fried eggs, okay? That's not fried egg.
What is it?
What is it?
Is it fried egg?
Yeah, I had a fried egg.
Is it fried egg?
I had a fried egg.
What else?
Was it was it really like fried? Or is it more like a over easy?
No. It was a fried. It was a fried egg. It was
sunny side up.
Yeah, sunny side up. I guess you can say.
Oh, I found one.
So fried is fried when you see it crispy on the edges.
That's the
like
best.
Brown. Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's the way I do it. But
okay, so this is
the restaurant, they do sunny side up, yeah.
You seen it?
I'm looking at linguine with fried egg and garlic, and that looks good. It doesn't. I mean, when you say it, it doesn't look like it'll go together. But then I'm looking at it, I'm like,
it's such an easy like garnish or whatever the fuck you want to call it. This is fucking dope.
Ooh, I like the word garnish. I like that.
I'm smart.
And then you said you had.
I graduated high school.
Your vocabulary.
I know words.
With some shrimp on the side.
So anyway, LA's seafood is fucking amazing.
Yeah, let's not go down another rabbit hole.
I think we did. I think we stopped.
Okay, this is where we pull the fucking injection cord.
We were literally fried egg for like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. So let's pull the ejection seat. Like, go somewhere else with it. We're gonna be here forever.
I do want to
get hungry.
I do want to shout out. Hold on, guys. So I do want to shout out Earl's on Crenshaw. Let me tell you.
I've heard of that.
You listen, man in the chair. Google this shit. Google léalo. So check it out.
Dale un Googleazo. Earl's on Crenshaw.
Earl's, not girls. Earl's.
No, I said.
That's a whole other website, bro.
Like, whoa.
It's like A Street Latinas, but it's the fucking West Coast version.
Whoa, it's my work computer. I can't be looking at that.
Anyway, so Earl's on Crenshaw. Shout out to Earl. Great guy. Bro, he makes hot dogs in 95,000 different ways. So
yeah, he does.
So what he does, so I saw it on Instagram. I walk right in. He's like the main guy behind the bar type of shit, making the fucking hot dogs.
Is it Earl? Is that his name?
Earl, yeah.
Okay, all right.
And my man's passion, let me tell you, there's and Crenly, when you were here in Phoenix, we saw passion in cooking,
yes,
hospitality, all that shit.
Yes.
This guy's passion was through the fucking roof. So let me explain. I recognized him right away because I see him on the Instagram stories and videos and shit like that. And I told him, I said, yo, I just saw you on Instagram, so I just wanted to swing by. We about to, head back to Phoenix. Bro, my man pulled me aside and had like a whole 45-minute conversation with me about his business and what he does and why he does it and all this shit. Bro, and again, it was almost like you question, like, does he tell everybody this? But even if he does, it just sounds so genuine. The man's dope. So,
are we talking dude with the beard?
Yeah, man. It's my guy, Earl.
That's for Earl.
With the okay.
Yeah. So basically, what he does is he makes the hot dogs, he grills them regularly, then he splits it in the middle and grills it in the middle.
Yum.
Then he has
That's
like
love.
he has like this.
He has love.
He has like this bar of toppings and shit. Chili, sauerkraut, pickles, all the shit. Like, and he fucking layers it on. Like, he's not cheap with it.
Yo, and the ones with the string onions? Oh my god.
And the best part is he actually he told me, he's like, this is one thing he mentioned. He's like, everything that he has in beef or whatever version, he has the exact vegetarian option as well. So you can get almost identical hot dogs, one being non-vegetarian and one being vegetarian.
That's next level right there.
Actually, vegan. Sorry, let me correct. Vegan, because he has vegan cheese and all that. So he has vegan cheese, vegan chili. So he has it all. So he can make you a vegan dog. So forget vegetarian, vegan. I forgot. Sorry, I messed that up.
Yo, did he toast the bread?
Yo, I don't know what he does. He's a.
The bread got the
I'm gonna say this out loud, and it's out of respect and love. He's a glizzy wizard, bro.
Come on, man.
That's a
No,
wizard.
I'm sorry. That is.
Come on, man.
My man knows what he's
man.
doing when it comes to these hot dogs.
Come on, man. You could set it another way.
Nah,
Glizzy
bro.
wizard?
That is GW, bro.
That's crazy. What time for Earl, man? What time for Earl?
Oh, shout out to Earl.
Did you call him that to his face?
No, my man. He's one of those people. Again, this is respect.
That'll be weird.
He talks. He talks like, and that's good. I love the engagement. Like I said, you can hear the passion in his voice and everything else. But yeah, el habla.
That would have been. I mean, it would have been weird if you are the Glizzard Wizard.
Glizzy wizard, Glizzard.
But
or whatever the hell you said.
But check it out. The hot dogs. Oh my fucking! I ate 2 of them, literally back to back without hesitation. Like not even like. So I got a turkey dog because I don't do beef. Turkey dog, vegan chili because I didn't do the beef chili, and then the onions, the cheese, and I think that's it. And I got 2 of those. Okay. Then on top of that, he gives me a chicken link. He gives me a chicken link on the arm. Like, here you go. Like, try this out too. Yeah. And he hooked it up, and I'm like, bro, this is ridiculous. I can't recall the last time that I was so excited about a hot dog.
Oh, that's crazy.
Just in case.
I'm jealous again. Because I just went to Columbus. We were driving through. I see a sign that says the world's best hot dog. I even did a post about it because I couldn't stand it. So we we get off. We're like, world's best. We have to try this out, And then I look at the prices, $2.50. I'm like, this is amazing. And so I get the dog. It comes with chili, onions, and cheese. And let me just tell you, I was so disappointed. The bread was like flopping around. I mean, when I found the hot dog underneath the chili and stuff like that, oh my God, stop.
This is the Immature Podcast. We just flopping around.
I was like, wait, what? What? Okay, all right.
The bread was flopping around, okay. The
we got one flopping
white.
and we got a glizzy king. Or wizard.
Yeah. The hot dog was actually white when you boil it too much or something, but it had no flavor, and I was like, I couldn't even finish it. I'm like, this is disgusting. How are you gonna call yourself world's best hot dog, place? And
like
was this in Hialeah?
No.
Was this in Hialeah?
No, that was in Columbus, Georgia. Stop.
But like I said, I
have better hot dogs than that.
Shout out to Earl. I don't know if it's world famous, but it's definitely. Hopefully, with this and all the other posts that he has going on, hopefully it is world famous because this shit is fire. Like, it was really, really fucking like. Yeah, I'll go back for. Listen, I'll go back to Cali for the glizzies.
See, I try to stop you. I tried.
The people wanted to hear me say it.
No, but you wanted to say it. You wanted to say it, not the people. The people didn't want to hear it.
I'm giving the people what they want. All right.
Sure.
I am a people pleaser.
You're a people pleaser. Sure.
That's so funny.
Speaking of being a people pleaser,
non-pleasers.
I knew you were going with it. Go ahead, Kream. What's up? What are you gonna say?
We just flopping around.
Yes. And you know what else is flopping around?
Whoa.
Those paper straws that you take 2 sips out of, and next thing you know, they're flopping around like this, and they don't work for nothing. And it's like,
oh my God.
You're supposed to be saving the environment with these damn paper straws, and you can't even take 2 sips out of them. That's what's flopping around.
Fuck them turtles.
Aren't those like straws annoying? Like, I know it's to save the environment. You don't want animals like chewing on the plastic and stuff like that. But like paper, it's just they should have made the paper straws thicker, or I don't even know. But they need to do a better job. But let me just tell you guys something. There was a recent study.
There's a study.
There's a recent study in the Journal of Food Additives and Contaminants. They found evidence of forever chemical PFAS in the majority of both paper and bamboo straws tested. The scientists in Belgium tested 39 brands of straws made of paper, bamboo, plastic, and stainless steel found in shops and restaurants and supermarkets. Of the straws, almost all contain some concentration of PFAS, which are often used during manufacturing to make products water resistant. So all of them, paper, plastic, metal, stainless
plastic
steel,
too?
all of them have PFAS.
So we're gonna.
So you're not really being healthier. You're just
so straws is gonna be the death of us. Is that what you're telling me?
Pretty much. I mean, it has a bunch of health risks associated with it.
so drugs, the fattening food we eat,
the aliens.
None of that shit matters. Aliens.
We got confirmed aliens, bro. We just
these straws.
What if the straws? What if the straws kill the aliens, bro? And we just over here wasting fucking ammo. We just throwing away ammo.
Yeah, but are we shooting at these aliens? No, that's another topic. That's another topic for another day.
What if straws kill cockroaches? I mean, come on.
Nothing kills cockroaches.
Sorry, cockroaches don't die.
No,
okay,
cockroaches. What is it? They just regroup and come back in another form. That's it.
So wait, am I hearing this correctly? That pretty much any straw, sorbeto, or whatever your country calls it, because Latinos. Yeah, every Latino country has a different word for basic shit.
Absorbente, absorbente.
Popote. They call them. All right. I don't know who calls it popote, but somebody calls it popote.
All right, now we're going on.
That sounds like a reggaeton song.
Popote.
Yo, I just did a Google translation. Paja. Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Paja, yes.
I put straw and it says paja.
Oh,
but you know what?
Yeah, but it has a drop down.
No, it has like straw, like a straw of hay. That's what it is. Anyways, seguimos. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Kream. Go ahead.
All right.
So all straws are toxic. That's it.
What?
That's what I heard.
Lives matter.
No, they're toxic, bro. We matter. They killing us.
No, we do matter. Because these like PFAs, look, I'm going to use this argument. Next time I go to a bar and the freaking bartender gives me one of these paper straws, I'm going to argue with him. Either that, I'm going to bring my metal straw and look at my purse and like pull it out.
You know what I don't like? Hold on. So just so we're clear. No. I don't like the fact that now they're opting the straws out altogether with the new lids. Have you seen those where you actually drink from, you can drink so it has like a drinking spout as opposed to one in the middle for the straw. So like
where is this?
I've never seen that.
It's at like Starbucks, Dunkin', like it's select places all over. But basically it's like a little
Starbucks.
Yeah. So basically what happens, it turns your cup into like what a can would be. Like how you drink a can. It doesn't even give you the option to have a straw. And I'm like, no, I want a fucking straw. Give me a straw. I see it right there. Give it to me. Like, no, I'm not doing this, bro. Like, so they definitely are coming up with new ways to stop people from using straws.
Yeah. But wait a minute. Let me ask you this. Before we go too deep, are straws like really making that big of a difference like that? In the grand scheme of things?
Bro, I have 300 straws in my kitchen right now.
I mean,
but like, are we?
Is it like a problem? Fuck around and find out. Let a motherfucker come through. Ask me for a straw.
Like, is this a problem we're trying to solve for?
Yeah, I think it's not the actual straw itself. It's the PFA, which is a material used to spray the straws with, which apparently is used in all the straws, including bamboo, which is supposed to be natural, paper, et cetera, et cetera. And the PFAs have a bunch of have been linked to reproductive effects, development effects, delays in children, increase in cancer, immune system problems, a bunch of things. So we're here sucking out of these things, and they're not good for
no, we're not.
Yeah,
no,
like
not.
any other thing.
Yo,
no, we're not.
Yo, crop that piece right there.
If you say it in Spanish, chupando is actually better.
Just the part you said, we're here sucking on these things. I'm like, no, we're not. No, we're not.
Oh man. So straws are gonna kill us. The world's gonna end.
Man.
That's it.
Oh man.
Straws are gonna kill us. One suck at a time.
New York's invaded by fucking flies. The world's coming to an end, bro.
And rats.
No, that's supposed to be the case. But the flies are a whole new thing. But that's a separate conversation. So, since we've been kind of not recording so frequently, and I've been traveling and I've been ill, I've been catching up on a lot of TV shows. So I'm not going to ruin any of them for you. I'm just going to throw it out there. Watch them. If you watched it, great. If you haven't watched it, but I recommend these. I recommend because they're really good writing, by the way. The writing is really fucking good. I was impressed on how well the writing was. And the acting.
Wait, is this AI writing or AI or is
I don't know who's writing it, but it's writing really well. I mean, it's fucking dope.
Okay.
So
it's probably AI.
I was entertained, so it worked.
Right.
So Lioness, it's a show with Zoe Saldana on Paramount Plus. This is not a paid ad, none of that shit. This is just, it was really fucking good.
Okay.
It was really fucking good. Tulsa King, Stallone, Paramount Plus.
Wait, what's it called? What's it called?
Tulsa King, like Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Tulsa King. All right.
Tulsa King.
Okay.
That one was really good. I expected that to be corny. I expected it to be really bad. And when I watched it, I was pretty fucking impressed. I was like, holy shit. I went in this with like the lowest expectations. And sure enough, exceeded it.
Yo, Stallone still acting?
Stallone, yo, wait till you see him in that show. You'll see he's a bad motherfucker, bro. He does his thing.
Right.
And then last not least, Twisted Metal. So if you were a kid in the 90s who played video games, you know what Twisted Metal is. They made a show out of it, and again, I went in there thinking this is gonna be corny as fuck. It was pretty good. It has some corny moments. I'm not gonna lie to you. It has some corny moments and some shit that was a little exaggerated, but it's a fun show. It's again well written for what it is, and I enjoyed it.
It's dude, The Mask and Mackie, what's his name?
Yeah, Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie.
Yep. I think
Okay.
Neff Campbell. Yeah, Neff Campbell's in it.
That looks a little creepy. I ain't gonna lie.
So think of like Purge, End of the World, and Cars. Like that's a good way to like summarize the whole thing. Like that's
yeah, that looks creepy.
it's fun. It's not meant to be scary. It's meant to be like a fun show. So
Have to check it out.
I'm gonna take your first recommendation. I'm gonna find a way to watch Lioness because I've seen. I think I saw a clip for it and I liked it. The cover looks like it'll be interesting.
yeah,
I just don't have Paramount Plus. If you got it and you want to share it with
send
me,
the password.
send me a DM. What's up? I got you. I'll trade a glass. I'll trade a glass for your Paramount Plus subscription. I just want to watch this show, so be a friend.
Watch Tulsa King. I think you'll like Tulsa King too. I have an idea of what you like. I know you don't like a lot of shit, but I think Tulsa King you'll like.
Okay, yeah. Either way, send me the password. Share it. Be a friend.
Hit the DMs. Speaking of scripted, well written.
Yo, spit it out. Take the glizzy.
Somebody save
spit
me.
it out.
Well written shows.
Mm.
I don't know about you, Kream. I don't know how connected you are to the football scene, NFL football scene. But I know Crenly's seen this already. The script campaign, the anti-script campaign. Listen. Snitching 101. Don't say you didn't do what they're accusing you of. Don't sit there. Don't even acknowledge it. Like, so what I mean by that is that so for those of you who haven't seen it, there's videos on the internet floating around where it's like famous football players. The one I saw most recently was Tom Brady, where it's like script. Psh, why would I follow a script to lose to like Eli Manning or something like that? And I think you sent it to me, Crenly, or somebody sent it to me.
Yeah, they're poking fun at themselves because people have run with the whatever you want to call it that the NFL is scripted.
I
go ahead.
This. I've watched enough games and seen enough bad calls to have a strong suspicion that it's scripted. But it's gotten to the point where I don't think they're poking fun. I think that's the diversion tactic is like how stupid does this sound? Me using a script. So like that, if there is a script, you fucking throws you off type of shit. I don't know. Go ahead, I talked enough.
No, I don't believe it's scripted because if it was scripted, there was some teams that would have won by now. Would have won something. Well, that's part of the script. You think
the helmet catch was scripted? You think that kind of pass? No. Exactly. So no. that was a flaw. That was a flaw in the script, and that's what happened. But
man, please.
I can tell you right now. If you go back and you watch Buccaneers and KC in 2021, I think it was, or 2020, you will see a lot of late calls and bad calls. Very, very late.
Okay, so for you, so the reason why you and I disagree on this is because there's 32 teams in the NFL, right? There is so many plays, so many different people, injuries. There's all kinds of shit that just happens. Like, I'm sure that the Jets are not very happy about this script because they went from potential Super Bowl contenders to they're going to be the laughing stock of the NFL. They're going to be probably one of the worst teams in the NFL. That's not scripted. There's no way. You think Aaron Rodgers changes his entire life to play 4 plays for his new team?
So let me ask you a question. I'm gonna give you my perspective of it. Is wrestling real or fake? WWE.
No, that's fake.
Okay. Is that scripted?
Yes.
Okay. Do people get hurt?
Potentially.
Okay.
Owen Hart died. It's people get hurt. It's shit happens. Like it's performance act. Like it's over the top performance acting, right?
Okay.
So people get hurt.
Sure.
Lives change, careers change, people get hurt. I don't see, and this is where I might get a lot of shit, I don't see the NFL doing any different than what that is just within the parameters of what they do. Like, for example, they're not going to sit here and say, yeah, this is all fake, but, enjoy it. But they're gonna sway things a certain way to get the attention and keep the attention of their core audience. And I think they've done I think they've done a great job of doing that. Because you look at football like in the early 2000s compared to what it is now, it's a whole fucking it's night and day difference.
Well, it's night and day difference because they want the audience changes, attention span changes. So now the reason why they changed the rules, as far as you not being able to hit the quarterback and receivers being able to do certain things, is because they want to see points being scored. The fans, me and you, want people to score points. That's what drives revenue, fantasy leagues and shit like that. So that's why they protect the quarterback so much. Because the team without a quarterback is useless. Let's just call it that, right? So they protect the quarterbacks because that's the investment. That's the face of the league is usually a quarterback. So you got to protect them, right? So they cater to that. But the reason why I say it's not scripted, like, for example, I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, right? Jerry Jones and the Cowboys, the most valuable franchise in the NFL. They haven't won since 1995, if I'm not mistaken. And Jerry Jones is probably the most powerful, if not one of the most, if not the most powerful owner in the NFL. I find it very hard to believe that he's just going to go along with it to where he loses every year.
That's a good point. But
you see what I'm saying? Like, if he was if it was scripted and he's the most powerful owner, he'd probably be at least in the thick of the things. But this motherfucker can't even win a division 2 years in a row, let alone, you know what I'm saying?
I think he's more like, my team's making money, because there's Cowboy fans everywhere, like.
Right, but he was rich before he bought the Cowboys.
But they'll still make money no matter. The Cowboys franchise will make money no matter if they're in last place, first place. The team doesn't even exist anymore. I think they'll still make money because their fans are that dedicated to that team.
Yes, absolutely. But what matters to them and what they've been chasing since then, because they've been every year, it's our year, it's our year. They're the laughing stock. I don't want to say laughing stock, but it's everybody always counts the Cowboys fans because they're delusional. They're obsessed to a fault where they think that every year they're gonna win and every year they lose. You think Jerry Jones wants to hear that shit? No. If this was scripted, he would have been.
Everyone has a price. Everyone has a price. I think that's.
I don't know if everybody has a price when he's one of the richest owners in the NFL.
Yeah.
What, you can give him more money so you can buy a bigger boat?
Greed.
So he can buy a cruise ship and call it a yacht? Come on, man. Like,
oh man, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like it is because I've seen a lot of sketchy shit over the past at least closer to 6-7 years. Play calling, just overall decision making. There's times I'm like, what are you doing? You have a whole quarter left. Why are you doing this or whatever it is? So I don't put it past people. Like people, we don't know behind closed doors what that person. If that person is who they are, I don't know. I don't explain it, but like, it is, So, I like to hear more about it. Tell us what you think. Do you feel like the NFL is scripted? Do you feel like there's script writing in sports in general? So it just doesn't have to be NFL. I don't know if baseball goes along the lines. I wouldn't be surprised if basketball does, but that's just my 2 cents. I don't follow basketball like that, but.
Okay. Well, I'll stay out of this one.
But I do want to wrap this up with, you guys all know, well, you don't know, now you do know, I'm a huge MMA nerd when it comes, I look forward to MMA sometimes more than football. And so.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, because I can watch, the fights always keep me glued, and the prelims are dope most of the time, so. But the point is, I mentioned the wrestling earlier. So WWE and UFC have now combined to form a company called TKO, I think is the name. But the fact that those two giants have come together, it's like that's just insane. That's huge. Wrestling has generational fans still alive. This, it's about like my grandmother was a fan of wrestling till she died at the age of like 90 something. Like she followed that shit. She wouldn't speak a lick of English, but she'll tell you who the bad guy is, she'll tell you who the good guy is, tell you who did what, Yo, she loved that shit like her novela. And she didn't want to. But the point is, that's got a huge following. And on top of that, the UFC is obviously grown, year over year almost. A lot of fighters from the UFC have now retired, so to speak, doing wrestling.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey. Brock came from wrestling. They went to MMA. They went back. I feel like I'm missing somebody. There's the Cuban chick. I forget her name.
I forgot her name too. But okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
She's now.
She's in the WWE now.
Yeah, former UFC, WWE now. The point is, they have a lot of, going back and forth with their fighters, because if they're going back and forth, then they're fighters. But the point is, it's fighters.
Performers?
No. If they were in the UFC, they had to fight, not perform.
Okay.
So if you went back and forth. So if you only WWE, you're a performer. If you went to WWE, UFC, then back to WWE or whatever it is, like that's a fighter because you fought in the ring, in the cage.
Yeah, I got you.
But these are two huge companies. I mean, this is right up there with I'm gonna say something crazy like Apple and Samsung merging.
Wow.
Yeah, in their perspective fields, they're that big. I mean, like you were saying, WWE, WWF was WWF, and then it switched to WWE. They've been around forever. People that were kids watching, Hulk Hogan way back in the day, they still follow it. And
there's generations of kids, in the WWF.
Yep, and then I'm sorry, the UFC, they took control of that world, and them two together, shit, that's big time.
Huge.
Yep.
So I'm interested to see what comes out of this. I don't know. I'm sure there's. It's like money thrown at this fucking thing, and then you're just throwing more money at these two giants, and now they're one giant, and the world is whatever they want it to be.
I'm curious if they're gonna have like joint events or how's like, what does that look like going forward for them?
I don't know. I mean, they I think UFC is usually on Saturday nights, and then the pay-per-view for wrestling, I believe it's on Sunday nights. So they could get away with, doing the same venue, bringing in a bigger crowd.
Back-to-back nights.
Yeah, I could see that.
But that'll still be two events, or could it be like an early? It'll
be like a festival, actually. At that point, if you think about it.
Yeah, that potentially you can do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's sky. Like I said, the sky's the limit. They can do whatever they want. They're fucking huge companies. So let's see.
Sure they'll write a good script
for wrestling, of course,
or both.
I mean, hey, to be 100% fair and equal. All right, I have my suspicions on MMA as well. Sorry, I couldn't talk for a second. MMA as well, because there's a lot of times where I'm watching it, and the fucking judges will score cards, and the cards are like way different what really happened in fights. So, yeah, I can see that being scripted. It sucks for the fighters, but it is what it is.
So is that scripted, or is that just bad judging?
I mean, my assumption is it's scripted. The bad judging, it can't, because even me watching it, like I'll say, oh, that's a 30-20, not 30-27, like a 29-28 round to this person, and they're like 30-27, which is pretty much the other person did nothing the entire round. Yeah. They give it to the other fighter, and I'm like, what?
Maybe when I think scripted, I mean, like, that to me is not a script. Right?
Why not?
To me, well, because when I think scripted, is like, all right, on this round, we're gonna do this combo and I'm gonna knock you out. That's a script.
Yeah,
right.
I believe that too.
In comparison,
I think that's happened. That's happened very recently to a few of the fights that we watched in recent events. Like I think, and like watching it now, I think people, like I know for a fact, looking at fighters, like I can put two fighters together and go, okay, he's good at this, he's good at that, she's good at this, she's good at that. So here's how they're gonna win the fight, and they'll go in with a completely different game plan and fuck it up. So, and the person who, they wanted to win wins. Trust me, dude. I don't put it past scripting in UFC at all. At all. Boxing.
I was not expecting that from you.
No, the thing is, everything now is about driving a crowd, right? It's about bringing people in and keeping their attention. So, it was great. Like, you have to evolve one way or the other. So, for example, like wrestling saw a huge drop in ratings in the mid-teens. So 2015, 14, 15, 16, like that. They saw a huge drop, and then all of a sudden now they're back up again, and their ratings are better. But they actually have fighters that people want to interact with outside of the ring and shit like that, whether it's social media or whatever else. So like they do a good job of keeping that shit consistent, and whatever they're doing is working for them. But same thing for UFC. UFC does this thing where, so going back, when I first started watching UFC, you had consistent champions like GSP and fucking Anderson Silva. Now that's boring. Like, there's so many fighters
having consistent winners?
Having a champion for fucking almost a decade, or whatever the timeline was. Like, because Anderson didn't lose till, not to say a decade, but like at least half a decade, 6-7 years or so. He lost to Weidman. That's when he fucking went downhill. But for the longest, he had the belt for a very, very long time. Like, it was to the point where, you would know if it changed, even if you watched it.
So you're saying that these days, the newer fans or more recent fans want to see a changing of the guard more frequently.
Yeah, that makes it interesting,
quote unquote, right?
And it makes it like, oh, because I can't even keep up nowadays. I'm like, who's the welterweight? Who's the light heavyweight champion?
Well, doesn't that
doesn't that person?
Because then like you really can't like get everything you can out of one fighter, because he's champion a day, and tomorrow he's gone. And then,
but then you
you're
set up
on
a
to
trilogy.
the next thing.
You set up a trilogy with that. You set up, it happened with Anderson Silva. Like, speaking of which, when he fought Weidman once, got knocked out. I think he fought him one more time, and then the rematch. So the rematch itself, and that's when he fucked up his fucking foot. He literally snapped his shin in that fight. Yeah, it was disgusting. The point is, so did Conor McGregor did that too. I forgot who he fought, but he did it also. Where he snapped. Actually, I think it was ankle, not his shin. So he broke it right where the ankle meets the joint. Yeah. But anyway, the point is, it's like that. Those are unplanned shit. Like you can't predict that. Obviously, even if you have a script or not. But it doesn't mean that you can't write around it.
Yeah.
People get paid millions of dollars to do this shit, bro.
I'm with you.
Everything has to have a script of some sort. Everything has to be going in some direction. We're in a time now where none of our entertainment, live or not live, isn't somehow planned to the point where you're taking shit. Natural disasters or events have to come into play for it to change script altogether.
Yeah, that's true. It's content. It's called content.
And I get where you're going with. I don't necessarily agree with it, because like, when the underdog wins, do people really want the underdog to win? Like
probably not.
For example, when the Pistons beat the Lakers, right? Did the Pistons, was that part of the script for Kobe and Shaq to lose to the fucking Pistons?
But this is, again, we're talking about the past 5, 6, 7 years. So I'm not talking about like 2 decades ago.
I get what you're saying, but like the point that I'm trying to make, was it not scripted back then?
I'm sure it was to a degree. I'm sure it was to a degree. You know what I mean? Like
nobody wanted to see the Detroit Pistons. Anybody outside of Detroit did not want to see Detroit beat the Pistons.
I'm not disagreeing or agreeing. I'm just saying, to a point, if things happen, somebody gets hurt, somebody performs really fucking well, even with all the challenges in front of them, and still comes out on top. Shit like that's gonna happen. You can script it all you want, but it doesn't mean it's gonna go 100% your way. You lean more towards that way, but it doesn't mean it's gonna be guaranteed.
So I know the NFL, the Jets fans right now are very upset with the script.
Or was that scripted?
Fuck no.
I could see
you
bro.
Crazy
I can see Aaron Rodgers looking to lead. He's been looking to lead the league for the past 3 years almost.
Yo, you think Aaron Rodgers wants to go out like this?
Why not?
Future Hall of Famer wants to go out on an injury? Nah, that dude's trying to go out on top.
Why not? What is it? On top of what? He went to the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets had a. I was gonna say, like, they got.
He's not leaving. Good offense. There's no on top, bro. That was.
He could have. He had a chance. He had a chance to go out on top.
Everybody has a chance, but he wasn't gonna have a high chance.
He ain't got no chance. No. The Arizona Cardinals ain't got no chance.
Listen,
these guys, they went in, they put all the chips in the middle of the table and said, "Let's go for it."
I 100% not surprised by these events with Aaron Rodgers on the Jets. I think this is a great example of how the script can be written a certain way. Achilles, bro. This guy never had a fucking problem, and in 4 downs in the first quarter of his new team, he's done for the season on game 1. Come on, bro.
Okay, so but you
come on, bro. Like,
listen to me. You think the Jets ownership is just gonna go through all this hoopla for this dude to pay?
The Jets are desperate for attention. The Jets are always desperate. Between the Raiders, the Jets, and I don't know, maybe the Bears.
No, the Bears are sucking.
They're desperate for attention, bro.
Yes, well, all NFL teams are desperate for attention. No. So that's why they do what they do.
The Jets are really bad.
Yes, agreed.
Brett Favre and now
Agreed.
fucking
But
Aaron
you
Rodgers,
think-
both
so
who
you
came from
think
Green Bay.
they-
Come on, dude.
You think they concocted this thing to where Aaron Rodgers plays for 4 downs? So now they went from the stadium being full 8 games of the year to now nobody showing up.
Season ticket holders, merchandise,
Ain't nobody,
all that shit
man.
was skyrocketed once they heard Aaron Rodgers.
Right, but then
Exactly.
now nobody's going to go to the games.
They still made their sales.
Right, so you buy the season ticket, but the money comes when people go to the stadium.
No, there's enough Jets fans in the world that they'll make it. They won't fill
Not
it up.
after this.
They won't
Not
fill it up.
after this.
Nah, bro, they've been there in the worst. They've been there. Wasn't Tony Romo on the Jets at one point?
No,
Oh.
man.
Who
No.
was it? Who
It
was?
was Brett Favre.
No, not Brett Favre. I know Brett Favre, but it was somebody
Yeah,
else.
Brett Favre.
There was somebody else. Anyway, the point is,
Mark
Uh,
Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez.
Tebow.
That's what. See, he was the one that went. So he was on the Cowboys. Then he went to the Jets, or
Who?
vice versa. Sanchez, no?
Who? No, he was never with the Cowboys.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
I feel like.
I'm pretty sure.
All right.
I'm pretty sure. Doesn't matter. He's
The
not
point
big enough.
is,
Who cares?
this is what
Who
happens.
cares?
This team is desperate for attention. That's what it is, and they try to get it one way or the other.
They ain't getting it now.
Bro, you know how much
They're
you know
done.
exactly,
They're done.
and guess what? Aaron Rodgers is gonna do. Bye guys, thank you for your 4 downs. Thanks for letting me play.
You think Aaron Rodgers is gonna like agree to all this?
And retire? Hell yes.
No, he could have done that from fucking Wisconsin.
Yeah, but where's the hype in that? He can go back to
He's
Wisconsin
going
and still
in
he can go back
he's
to
going in
Wisconsin
the
and still have the
Hall of
hype.
Fame.
Fucking Tom Brady showed up to New England and people were fucking going crazy. So
Yeah,
he's
they
gonna
were
go
never
back.
upset with him. They
So-
were never upset with him.
So Aaron Rodgers is gonna go back to Green Bay and have the same fucking walk off or whatever you want to call it.
There ain't no fucking walk off. He's limping off the field, motherfucker. He ain't walking nowhere.
The point is he's gonna have the same
Literally
attention.
No,
Anyway,
not even close.
Anyway,
wrestling
Seems like-
scripted, UFC
seems
scripted.
like-
It's all scripted, guys. It's all scripted.
Just
Just
like what just happened here?
just enjoy for what it is. Like this, it's this. once you accept that it's scripted, it becomes more enjoyable.
You know what was scripted at 40 point loss you guys took, but that's a whole nother story.
That was hard. That was tough.
That was scripted.
That was. I hope so. I hope it was. I really do, because if it was, there's a method to the madness.
Okay, guy.
That's my silver lining right there.
Guy.
Kream, what's your final
Yes.
words? Final thoughts.
Oh,
Talk to
man.
us.
She's like, what happened? This thing went
It's like,
sports.
was I even here for most of this?
You lost me without sports talk. Next time we're talking about shopping. No, just kidding.
Wait. I wanna ask a serious question, and I wanna leave it as a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Do foodies get tired of food?
Ooh.
Sometimes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. I mean, you
Because
do
I get
because
tired. The few times that I go out to
eventually it
eat,
catches up to you.
if I go out to eat too often, I'm like, fuck, can I just
Yeah.
go home and eat? Like, I don't want to be out
Yeah.
right now.
It's not like we're superheroes of food that we could just continue eating. We're just like, we're normal people eating. Where's my cake? Hold on.
I'm a foodie. I have a black hole as a stomach. Relax. Keep going. Recognize.
Yeah, after a while, when you eat too much, like imagine there was a point in my foodie career that I've slowed down so much more now. But that I was getting invited to at least minimum 3 restaurants per week, minimum. That was like a
that's
slow
lot.
week. Okay, and
Three
they're
restaurants
giving
a
you
week?
everything. There's no limit. Like free drinks, appetizer, entree, dessert. Oh wait, by the way, take this home. Oh wait, get this extra. You know, it's like. Our friends was like, yeah, hell yeah, you know, whatever. And then after a while, you're like, shit, and your pants start fitting tight. And yeah, and things catch up. And the older you get, it catches up, food faster. So yeah, you do get tired of food, So yeah.
Yeah, like when
So
I
you
go,
have to learn how to
when I'm
balance.
like, you know what? Like there's times that I've eaten out so much, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay. I'm gonna stay home. I'm good. I'm gonna just cook. Like, cause
Yeah.
I like to cook
Yeah.
more than go eat out. But there's my lazy weeks where I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. just gonna eat out, whatever it is. And sometimes it's fast food, sometimes it's sit down food. But like, you know, I get to the point where I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go home and eat.
Yeah, kind of like when you go on vacation and you're eating out all those everywhere you go.
Yes,
you eat
yes,
out.
Exactly. That's another reason.
And then you're like, yo,
get home, you're like,
I just want like a fucking salad from my house.
Sit
Like,
on
I
my
don't want the
couch.
salad. Yeah, I don't want the salad from LA. I want the shit from my house.
Way to bring it back.
Yo, I was gonna go there. Oh man.
Yeah.
That's funny, but yeah, I know.
Oh man. Yeah. It's interesting because
anything that you do too much, yeah, you're gonna get tired of it.
I'll see the foodies and I'm like, you know, scrolling through whatever, and like I'm like, damn, another spot. Now I get it. You can record a lot of content and post later on, so like you can have shit for weeks or whatever it is. But
yeah,
I mean, I'm assuming these are quick, you know, videos. So I'm scrolling through and I'm like, okay. And then I'll go through then it's like each part of the meal has its own restaurant. So you go to like the eating, then you go to the cocktail bar, then you go to the froyo place for dessert, and it's like shit. And you're doing all this in one fucking run, like. I'm getting nauseous just thinking about that shit.
That shit just that shit catches up to you.
Yeah,
and I'm the kind of person.
When I first started, I mean, we used to eat it all. Why not? Like it's, you know, it was fun. You're younger. You're like, shit, people offering you drinks. You're like tipsy and then eat more and whatever. Then after a while, you're like, shit, what the hell am I doing to my body? It's terrible. I'm
telling you, but because like I'm the kind of person I gotta finish everything, or at least make an attempt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So like
I don't like
that's where you fuck up.
Yeah. But I don't know how to not like if I look at it, I'm like somebody's gotta eat that because I don't want to throw it away, especially if it's really good.
Leftovers for tomorrow, or I mean the following day.
Do you eat before you go? Do you
Huh?
eat before you go so that you're not like hungry and then you're like,
No.
I'm eating everything in
No,
sight?
I want to eat everything. If I'm going out to eat, I want the whole service. Give me
that's
everything.
the problem right there. That's part of the problem right there.
Give me the bread. Give me the fucking shit.
Yeah.
That's
No,
part of
but
the
what I do now is that I'll accept whatever they're giving me, but I'll take like a few bites of each thing. So it's not the whole plate. It's just like, okay, I'm trying this. Do I like it? How do I feel about it? Okay, next, we're gonna, you know. So that's different. You take to go, and I'll give it to my mom, my daughter, whoever, you know.
Okay.
So
I don't know how you do it, but okay. I have to like
you
have to literally take the food away from me. That's how because I'll finish it. like there's times. So the first time I had a cheesesteak in Philly, right? And the cheesesteak's pretty heavy, and so it's a chicken cheesesteak. For those of you questioning if I'm eating beef or not, so chicken cheesesteak, and I ate half of it. When I ate the half, I was like, I need to stop. But no,
but you didn't.
It was so good. I literally finished the fucking sandwich. And it was a bad idea because I still like this is our first stop in Philly, so I got the rest of the stops and we're walking around and shit like that, bro. No regrets, but that's my point. Like I don't know how to like not.
You felt sick after, and you're like, it was worth it.
Like there's certain things that I can eat till I fucking pass out, like chicken wings or like oysters, sushi. And that's my problem. Like I could just like you keep serving it to me, I'll just go fuck. I keep eating it. Like almost you don't have to say anything. You just put it in front of me, and I'm like, all right, fine, and that's it. So
fine. Like we don't gotta convince you. It's going down.
So I'm saying I couldn't do the foodie shit because I would have to eat everything, and I'd be stuck.
Yeah.
Like I'd be slow as hell. Like because right today I had a chicken cheesesteak. And I fucking after work I was like,
your pants.
Yeah, and I'm like, fuck, I need a nap in my office. I'm gonna close my door. Oh man.
Speaking of oysters, I'm gonna be in New Orleans next week.
Ooh.
So
New Orleans?
If you guys wanna Nola, look at me, Nola. Nola, the freaking Lion King. So if you guys have any suggestions for any breweries or anything, any places for me to go in NOLA, let me know. But I'll be there from Wednesday to Friday. So.
Bring back some juvie juice.
Oh man,
juvie juice.
If you can find it.
Yo, for those of you listening, Crenly's face is lit the fuck up.
Yo.
But wait, what is? I've heard of it, but what is juvie juice exactly?
It's Juvenile's Arnold Palmer.
If you can
But they
find
sell
that.
out there, like
Yeah.
like packaged.
Yeah, it's from Southern Grist Brewing. I think Southern Grist, right? Southern Grist?
Urban
Urban South.
wait.
Sorry, Urban South.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a drink.
Juvie juice, huh?
We'll send- We'll
Okay.
send it to you. We'll send it to you in the group chat. We got you. But yes, hook it up if you can.
It's a half and half.
I gotta try it. I gotta try it, man. I gotta try it. Crenly, final words, final thoughts. Juvie juice.
Hey, go to get some Juvie juice, and then go to salutobrews.com, get your glass, and drink your Juvie juice in it.
There you go.
Parents, hold on tight. We're almost at Thanksgiving break or some shit. We're almost there.
Wow,
It's a long way to go.
That's
Right? It's a long ass way to go.
You're like short of like 75 days away, bro.
Hey man,
Just
we're almost there.
going.
We're almost there. Every day we're one day closer to a break.
Listen, follow Kream, follow Kream Media Group, follow Salute to Brews, follow Max Allotment Podcast, follow Max Allotment. Keep giving the feedback. We love seeing your comments. Kream is all over the comments. She's asking like 10,000 follow-up questions. Oh, what do you mean by this? Do you like?
What just happened here? Is that what you're gonna wear in New Orleans?
She found the filters.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Love it.
Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good morning. Enjoy your beers, your drinks, whatever you do. Latest.
Bye.